How's it feel now to be back playing the game you love, healthy?
I mean, it's a big difference. You know, you can come in and not think about, the injury you got. You can just focus on balling and your technique so you can get better every time you come on the field.
Did you feel like you were constantly in catch-up mode last season?
I was definitely playing catch-up and, still limited in the movement just because of the foot.
Tyree, Coach Graham talked earlier today about how much he thinks, moving you inside last year will just help you with the process, even on the edge. Can you talk about that?
I mean, me bumping inside really, just slowed down the thinking and, help with my eyes and my hands, because you really don't have much time to think. It's on you quick, so all you can do is react. And then when you work that in the inside and then move back outside, everything slows back down.
Tyree, you were telling me over here that you leaned up, added more muscle, even though you're at the same weight. Is that indicative of just being able to focus this offseason on football and your craft rather than getting better?
I mean, I feel like it starts off the field. You got to have, good weight, good eating habits, sleeping habits to be the best on the field. I learned that from a leader in the room, Max Crosby. So, I try to work with him all season to improve my game on the field.
How did that go? I know that he told us that he was going to take you under his shoulder and kind of help show you the way.
Man, he just pushed me to be better. He always asked me like, what's your eating? Who's your nutritionist? How you stretching, stuff to just make me better like he does.
Was there anything specific that you guys really honed in on together, like whether it's nutrition or strength training, or it was just kind of a whole picture?
Really just stretching and being more technical with hands and eyes on the field, and it'll help with a lot when people are actually coming at you.
Max told me that you earned his respect because you were teachable and that you listened. Will you talk about that part of your character and how it really has built a friendship with the two of you? It's not just a mentor, it's a friendship.
Coming in from college, you think you got everything figured out, but this year I just slow back down, start taking the coaching, and just come out here and work. And you gain respect by the actions that you put in, and it just really helped me take more steps up this year.
How frustrating did it get for you last year?
At the beginning it was frustrating because you coming in from college being that guy, and then you back at the bottom and you got to work your way back up. But as the season went on, you don't got time to really think because the season keeps moving on, and you just got to come to work and get better.
Was there a moment that it just clicked and you felt like, okay, yeah, I'm in the league and this is a little bit different?
Man, first game, you knew it was you're in the league and it's different. But just every week, I just work on one thing, get better at this, and keep going, and then you could see that the game tape showed that I was getting better.
How has Christian Wilkins impacted you and that defensive line?
Man, a lot. Max is more of a defensive end, and Coach Graham and the guys moving me inside. I can not just pick Max's brain, but I can also pick Christian's brain because he plays inside and real dominant on the technique, on taking on bigger guys and being more strong and low in the gaps to be able to tackle the running back.
Tyree, AP said you kind of got away and went back home this offseason. What did you kind of focus on during that time? Was it just kind of relax, or what kind of did your offseason program entail?
Man, every guy needs different things in your training. So, I went back home and just, worked on the eating habits, worked on the get off, worked on me. Just get away from coaches that's working with everybody and just had somebody that focused on me, and then came back here and there and worked out with Max and worked out with the guys.
Along those same lines, you talked about everything going so fast during the season last year. Did you take time to just process mentally everything that happened and try to compartmentalize all that?
I mean, the season don't stop, so you really don't have time to process. They can coach you up, but you got to forget that game and move on to the next game. I mean, off season, that's what the off season's for. You can reflect back on the season, watch the tape, and break down the bits and pieces of the techniques that you need to fix during the off season.
All good? Awesome.
Thank you, Tyree.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't like that hat, but
How is your foot, and at what point did you kind of feel like, okay, I'm good now?
say that again.
How is your foot doing?
Oh yeah.
Last year, obviously,
I'm 100% now. I feel great. I got no soreness. I got no residual effects from anything that happened. So good off season of rehab. I was kind of back and forth here and home, and I feel great. I feel best I've felt. I'm sitting at 255 right now. Probably the fastest I've been, faster than last year. I'll tell you that. So I'm feeling good.
Was it scary to go through that and just like have it like, is this ever going to get better? Like,
It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun, and I didn't want to miss the last 3 games of the season either. So that was a bummer. But I mean, it is what it is. It's life. I recovered well. I rehabbed well, and I feel great.
The 12 offense is one of the most difficult to defend. When you look at what you and Brock can potentially be, are you able to appreciate, I mean, that with a Devontae, what this offense can be?
Yeah, 100%. I think there's a little bit of that to where I'm still learning this offense, you know. So I don't know exactly how it's going to fit into the offense, but we're putting a lot of things in right now. We're running a lot of stuff out there. Brock's been great so far. He's been a great dude. Eager to learn, so it's been great. We got a great tight end room. We got a lot of fun tight ends, and we got a great tight end coach too.
Mike, what was your knee-jerk reaction when you're watching the draft, or if you're even watching the draft, and they say with their first-round pick, the Raiders select a tight end, Brock Bowers?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they drafted me last year, so I just got to come here, keep my head down, keep working hard, try to win as many games as possible, man. I mean, that's totally out of my control. So I'm here to play ball.
How soon do you flip that page then and say, okay, not saying that you were negative about it, but then it becomes a positive?
Oh, it's already in the past.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's already way behind me. Yeah.
But how much did that, because respect means a lot to you, what did it mean to you that they picked up the phone and said, listen, you're still key to our thoughts, we just think this makes everybody better? What did that mean that they gave it you, because you're technically still a rookie at that point? What did that mean to get that respect from them?
Yeah, I mean, it was a whole new coaching staff coming in too, so that was huge for me. You know, I was just kind of getting to know them, getting to learn the offense, getting to know their personalities, things like that, and then that happened. So, yeah, it was good. It was good to hear from them.
How much of a curve has it been to learn this offense so far?
It's easier than last year. Yeah. It's been great. It's been great. Getsy's been great. My tight ends coach, Steckel's been great. AP's been great with the offense, and slowly but surely we're getting there.
What's made it easier?
I'd say it's a little bit more simple. Yeah, a little bit more simple. A little bit easier to understand, but I mean, there's tons of offenses in the NFL. That's kind of how it is. So I'm very happy with the way this offense is going so far, and what we're going to be able to do on the offensive side.
What do you like about the way Luke uses tight ends in this offense?
Yeah, Cole Kmet from Notre Dame for the Chicago Bears, so I'm pretty good buddies with him. So I talked to him, and he said he loves Getsy. Loves Getsy, loves Steck, my tight ends coach. And obviously, he just got a big-time contract, and he's got a ton of balls his way. So from everything I've seen and everything I've heard and learned, you know, Getsy's offense is very good for tight ends. It's very good for offenses and scoring points. So we're excited about that.
What's the biggest area of improvement you've tried to make this offseason on your game?
I'd say my speed, number one. Number two, I'd say my blocking. I'd say about halfway through the season last year, my blocking really turned on, but those first 7-8 games, I really didn't know what the heck I was even doing out there. So I've definitely got better at that. There's no doubt about that. And then I feel like through the rehab process, strengthening my hips, strengthening my hammies, everything, I've been able to sort of become faster, a little bit more twitchy, things like that.
I know it's early in the process, but what does the quarterback room look like? The guys are competing for the job.
Yeah, no, everybody's competing right now. Everybody looks great. Gardner's been throwing me balls. Aiden, obviously. They both look good, man. It's going to be a good competition. I'm really excited for both of them. I'm really happy for both of them.
Michael, guys talk about that off-season between the rookie and second year. You realize this is your job now. There's no more trying to impress anybody for the draft. It's really just getting ready and getting prepared.
Just play ball.
Yeah. Did you kind of sense that this offseason, how it was all about that now?
Yeah. My mentality, my attitude this year, nothing wrong with last year, but it's just different this year. It's different. I'm way happier. I'm way more positive. I love to be out here on this field. I love to play football, man. I love to. I mean, it's what I do. It's my job, like you said. So I've definitely flipped the script a little bit. You know, last year maybe there were some days I didn't want to come in or something was going on. Like, I flipped the script. It's time to dig down, play some ball, win some ball games, and do what I need to do for this team. You know, it's, you know, rookie year's over. That's way in the past. I've already reflected on it. I've already put it behind me. I don't even think about it anymore.
How much of flipping that script has to do with the head coach and the energy he brings?
I don't know. Could have something to do with it. Yeah.
What are some of the big advantages of having two real talented young rookie, not rookie, but young tight ends?
How are you going to stop them? You know, Brock has a lot of speed. Like I've said, I've gotten a little bit faster, and I think there's a ton of things. Number one, in the run game that Brock will be able to help me out with too, blocking. But then number two, who's going to guard both of us? If you put a backer here, put a small safety here, like, you know, I'm a big body, Brock's a big body, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Do both you guys be moved around the offense then?
100%. Yeah.
Watching you at Notre Dame, you were very gregarious, and then last year at times it just didn't look to not.
I don't even know what that means.
Just you were constantly laughing. It was like you were at a party on the field.
Yeah.
Last year at times it looked like football wasn't as fun, not because you were bad attitude, just the struggles of a rookie. Now you seem like the Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
Michael, now are you
100%,
back to that?
100%. Whatever I went through last year, it was a long year. There's no doubt about it. But like I told you guys before, I reflected on it. I put it behind me, and I'm done thinking about it, man. I'm looking forward to year 2. I mean, that's the end of it, really. I mean, it is what it is. Would I have wanted to have more touchdowns? Would I have wanted to win more games? Of course. But reflect on it, do what you need to do, you know, and then look ahead. So it is what it is.
You made a really nice catch in the end zone today, kind of over the middle. You looked like you were pretty excited about it, too. I mean, it's just a practice, but is that part of that just like having fun again? And
having fun with your teammates, having fun on the practice field. You know, getting excited when you score touchdowns. Like, you're allowed to do that at practice. You know, you're allowed to be happy for your teammates. You're allowed to celebrate. You're allowed to. It doesn't have to be, all right, you score, let's go, next play, or blah blah blah. Like, all right, let's take it easy here. Let's have fun. This is football. We're doing this for our jobs. If we score a touchdown, that's a big deal. We like touchdowns, so let's celebrate and have fun.
Like you mentioned, like halfway through last season is when you felt like it clicked for you as a blocker. Like, what did you pick up on that changed and it's kind of carried with you?
I was working on some drills, number one. But I think number two, it's more of understanding the offense too. I think I remember a quote from Gronk, like he kind of got that offense midway through the season. I mean, I totally fully understood that offense probably by game 8. So it was pretty complicated. It was a hard year, but I feel like my coach last year, Coach Shaplinski, we did a really good job of some sort of drill work in terms of blocking, keeping my feet under, not having my head over my feet, striking, things like that. The process throughout that, just I got better throughout it.
You talked about moving on and kind of processing. Was that like an active processing? Did you actually set aside time to sit down and be like, what happened? How am I going to move on? Like, was that a thing that you worked on?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Is that advice you got from somebody, or is that just something you decided that you
something I've sort of been doing my whole life, I'd say. I wouldn't really call it sitting down and meditating or anything, but just sort of reflecting, you know. What did I do? What could I have done better? What was out of my hands? What was out of, you know, my circumstance? Things like that. So.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yep.